it's April from April's Home, and today I'm here with my weekly grocery haul. This week I went to Grocery Outlet. This is for the 4th week in January. So this is my final week in January, and I have the goal this year of keeping my weekly grocery budget at $100 a week. Last week, if you'll recall, I went over budget by $15, so I really wanted to try hard this week to correct that. So instead of $100, I actually gave myself an $85 budget for the week of groceries. Again, I do have a very good and well-stocked pantry and a well-stocked freezer. So far this challenge is going pretty easily for me. It is going to get a little bit more tricky as I start to use down some of my supplies and need to replace them. This week I went to Grocery Outlet. It is a fun sort of discount grocery store. You do have to be careful at Grocery Outlet. Some of the prices are discounted, definitely, and some of the prices are not. They're just regular prices, and so you do have to pay attention and know what your best price for an item is. They also have a lot of fun sort of closeout type items for good bargains. And with some of those, you do have to watch the expiration date. But I do like to go there from time to time. I find some really good deals. They have a really fun selection to look through. So I did find some great deals at Grocery Outlet this week, and I did have to run to my local Safeway for a few items that Grocery Outlet didn't have that I needed for my weekly groceries. So here is what I picked out. So I got a couple of chopped salad kits here. My dill pickle one that I just love very much. I have this almost every week. And then this time I thought I would also try out the Mexican style street corn chopped kit. That looks really tasty. It's got corn as well as some cornbread croutons. It looks really good. I needed some celery for a recipe that I'm doing for family dinner night this week. I'm making a big pot of chicken stew, so I love to put fresh celery in that. I needed to make some coleslaw this week, so I picked up a bag of coleslaw as well. So we didn't need too much in the way of produce. We're still pretty well stocked on that, but I did pick up these for the week. I also picked up a couple of bags of the riced cauliflower. I'm going to swap that out for rice this week. I also picked up a couple of items for the freezer. I've been really wanting fish sticks lately, so I picked up some of these Van de Kamp's jumbo fish sticks. I love to have Sara Lee pies on hand in the freezer. This probably won't be for this week. It's so nice to have, just in case you have unexpected company, you can put a pie in, and it smells really delicious cooking. And it's also nice just to have as a special dessert from time to time. I also picked up one of my husband and my favorite little snacks here, the White Castle sliders. This is the cheeseburger version. We usually just get plain. This store only had the cheese variety, so we thought we'd get that. We haven't had sliders in quite some time, so we had to get those. My husband is originally from Chicago, so he grew up eating White Castle hamburgers, and he introduced me to them when we were first married, and we visited Chicago, and I got to try White Castle in person, and it was really delicious. So we've always bought them in the freezer case since there's no White Castles out here on the West Coast yet. So that's definitely a fun treat that we're looking forward to. This is also another favorite of my husband's, and I was really glad that we found some at Grocery Outlet. We usually get this at Costco, but this is a nice sized portion of the chicken tikka masala. So I know my husband will enjoy this quite a bit. And then also we picked up these sausages here, the brown sugar and bourbon Grill Mates McCormick sausages. Those sounded really delicious. And then I wanted some hash browns. We don't get these too often, so this will last a really long time for my husband and I, but occasionally we just want some hash browns for breakfast, so I picked up some of those. And then this was a really fun item. These little B&M original with molasses, pork and spices beans, and like little baked beans. And I loved the jar that this was in. I just couldn't pass it up. It looks like a little tiny bean pot. And so I have to say, even though I do love baked beans, I definitely bought this for the jar also. So we will enjoy the beans, and then I will clean out the jar. I just pictured a nice little small bouquet of hydrangeas in that, and I just thought it would look really pretty. So that's mostly why I bought that one there. It looked really good too, though. And then here I got a couple of these mixes. These were on a pretty good price. I think they were $1.99 each. and it is a funfetti mix to make donuts. I have a donut pan, and occasionally I make donuts from scratch, but this looked like it would be a lot of fun for a family dessert night. So we got chocolate cake and pink vanilla cake donut mixes. So that'll be really fun, and it comes with the glaze and everything ready to go to make a couple of fun batches of donuts for dessert one day. And then lastly, at the grocery outlet, I picked up 2 boxes of the Idahoan au gratin potatoes. This is something that I wanted to add to my pantry stash since I used up most of my au gratin potatoes a couple of weeks ago at family dinner night. So those were the items that I got at Grocery Outlet. And now I'll go ahead and share with you what I paid for this as well as what I got at Safeway. So my total at Grocery Outlet was $55.03. For all of that, I think that that's pretty good. And I knew I had to save some of the $85 because they did not have my A2 milk. They also were out of ricotta. And those were 2 items that I for sure needed. So then I decided to pop on over to Safeway, and I just got a few items here. Let's see, I got my A2 milk. I normally don't go through milk this fast, but we needed another one. I made a couple of recipes that used a lot of the last half gallon. This one I imagine will last a little bit longer. Then we got some cottage cheese. We got some with pineapple, which looks really delicious, as well as just some standard cottage cheese. Both my husband and I like that. I was out of Dijon mustard, so I picked up a bottle of Dijon mustard. I went with the coarse ground. And I got my favorite yogurt drink, the Yakult. And then also another bag of frozen veggies, some broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots. We go through these quite a bit. Then, like I said, I needed some ricotta, just a small container of ricotta for our recipe. So I picked up that. Then I had a few dollars left still, and this broccoli cheddar soup was on sale. It was still $5.99, but I really do like this quite a bit. It's nice to have for a quick lunch. Actually, I split this up into a few lunches, so I like that. And then I had $1 left, and I thought I would pick up a can of tuna. This was on sale for 79 cents. So that total was $29.21. So my total was $84.24. So I came in under the $85 for the week, and I'm pretty happy about that. I was kind of a little bit worried if I could actually stay within the $85 since I went over budget by $15 last week. And again, I do have my pantry to work from, so I do think this would be a little bit on the tricky side. It would definitely be more challenging if I didn't have my pantry and freezer to back me up with my meal plan. But this is definitely all I needed for this week, and I'm really happy with some of the extra treats that we got as well. And it was really fun to look through Grocery Outlet and find some good items. Now I'll go ahead and share with you our meal plan, our final meal plan, and what we ate in January. And here is the wrap up of my January meal plan. I had fun creating a picture here for my meal plan. I went ahead and made a copy of that on a standard size sheet of paper. One thing I noticed as I was writing it out, I didn't set this up like a month calendar, so it's a little confusing. I only made 6 here, or really just 5 full-size squares. So next month when I create February's, I'm going to make it a little bit more like a calendar format, but I won't necessarily be making every fun meal plan in like a grid pattern. So we'll see what I do. I just want to have fun and be creative this year with my meal planning, and this will go in my homemaking notebook. So this is our final January meal plan, and just to give you a look, I did continue using my spiral notebook for now as I kind of transition to this, and you can see a lot of scratching out and switching around. You can see little arrows here and there, and that is what I do as the month goes along. Sometimes you need to switch things up if you have company or you're busy doing something else, or you just don't feel like one of the meals here, or you have extra leftovers or some other ingredient that you need to use up. It's nice to be able to switch things up. So although I stick to my meal plans pretty well, a lot of times I do swap things around. So here is January's. We had on the 1st chicken fajitas with black-eyed peas and pineapple upside down cake. Monday the 2nd, we had teriyaki chicken with rice and veggies and salad. On Tuesday the 3rd, we had spaghetti with meat sauce and veggies. And then leftovers on Wednesday the 4th. On Friday the 5th, we had chicken pot pies with chopped salad. On Saturday the 6th, we had orange chicken with rice and veggies. On Saturday the 7th, we had a turkey veggie rice bowl. Sunday the 8th, barbecue chicken drumsticks, baked potatoes, broccoli, carrots, and oatmeal cookies, or oatmeal scotchies, I should say. On Monday the 9th, we had leftovers with chopped salad. Then on the 10th, Tuesday the 10th, we had layered nachos with fruit. Wednesday the 11th, we had a tuna melt, stuffed bell peppers. That recipe is coming out really soon, and it is absolutely delicious. Thursday the 12th, pork roast, coleslaw, and cornbread. Friday the 13th, sweet and sour pork over rice with veggies. Saturday the 14th, leftovers. Sunday the 15th, porcupine meatballs with salad and oatmeal cookies. Monday the 16th, leftovers with salad. Tuesday the 17th, tuna crescent ring, also a recipe coming out with salad. Wednesday the 18th, we had chicken soup with bread, and then we had that again the next night on Thursday the 19th. Friday the 20th, we had dinner out. Then we had a busy weekend here. So on Saturday, we had a frozen pizza and a salad. On Sunday the 22nd, we had pork chops, spiced apples, Brussels sprouts, a gratin potatoes, and I made a really delicious vanilla cheesecake bundt cake for our family dinner night. On Monday the 23rd, we had a leftover pork chop meal. On Tuesday the 24th, we had sweet and sour meatballs over rice with veggies. On Wednesday the 25th, we had fish tacos. On Thursday the 26th, we had mushroom burgers with fries. On Friday the 27th, we had pineapple meatballs over cauliflower rice with salad. On the 28th, Saturday the 28th, we had chicken nuggets and broccoli noodles and veggies. We had this meal with our grandkids, and they love chicken nuggets. So that is what we had, and it was actually really good. On Sunday the 29th, for family dinner, I made a big pot of chicken stew and a big batch of garlic cheddar biscuits. And then Monday, leftover chicken stew is what we'll be having tonight. And Tuesday, the 31st, we'll be having chicken parmesan with an Italian chopped salad. I hope you enjoyed my monthly $100 grocery haul and meal planning. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.